Guess who's back? Back. Felix is back. Hello, good day, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. My name is Felix Mecca, and you're welcome to Men's Corner Tell Your Story. So, basically, Men's Corner Tell Your Story was basically an idea that was actually placed in my heart in 2021, where I was going through like a very personal, let's just say I was going through like a very personal, deep moment. Let's just use the word deep in this case. And obviously that was when this like idea was actually bettered, and obviously I went through that phase. So now you're probably wondering, what is Men's Corner Tell Your Story? Men's Corner Tell Your Story is basically real life conversation with real men, centered on actually on actually God, on Christ, where we actually discuss these vulnerable conversations we actually might have. So obviously, so some people might actually share about the Jesus story. Some people might actually talk about like obviously what God has actually seen them through and like all of that. So obviously that's basically the founding principle of Men's Corner Tell Your Story, where obviously where actually the actually guy that would actually be present would actually be talking about obviously what God has done for them, basically their testimony. So just your way of sharing their testimony with you, and actually that's basically what like the structure would look like. So just to actually lay more structure, what this would look like is that like actually Men's Corner would actually run for the whole year of 2022, and actually where you would actually have one video per month. That means you have 12 videos starting from the month of January, which is this month obviously, and obviously guess who's gonna be the first guest. Guess who's gonna be the first guest. So yeah, so like I'm actually gonna be the first guest, and obviously and it's only fair that we actually do have the vulnerable conversation, and I be the ones who actually go first. And obviously what I'll be sharing which is going to be the next video, what I'll be sharing within that video would actually be the story of my 2021 and how God actually has guided me through 2021 basically, and I'll be going into quite a lot of detail. So I hope you don't miss that video, because that's gonna actually show just the power of God basically, because obviously like I am grateful for everything that God has done, is currently doing, and will do in my life. So obviously like I would go first for the month of January, and obviously you would have more men actually come and actually share. So that would be me like hosting the call. Then obviously there will be men actually sharing about the goodness of God. And obviously the whole purpose of all of this is not just for the vulnerability. The whole purpose of all of this is to share the vulnerability, so obviously that can be able to birth faith in someone. Because obviously something we've actually learned like over the last 2 years is actually just knowing that different people like are going through quite a lot, and obviously I personally would not know how I would have gotten through what I did if I did not do it. Like, let's say that like I did it without God, because man, it is risky, man. I don't know how people do it. So like obviously that's actually what it would be about, to be able to actually birth faith within you. So obviously you know that your fellow guys and your fellow men have actually gone through something similar, and obviously you can just learn the fundamental principles behind it. And also birth faith like is very important to push you to keep going, and actually which is really vital, just having that men's conversation. So like over the course of the year, you are going to meet the most amazing of guys. By God's grace, like we're going to have really amazing men, like after God's heart, and obviously you're going to learn quite a lot from them, or like I hope you learn quite a lot from them basically. So there would be one video per month, which would be going first, and there will be another video within the month of February. So thank you very much. That is what it just looks like. So thank you very much for your time. Thank you very much for actually spending this time with me to just give you just a very brief like overview of what it looks like, and I look forward to actually being with you within next video. So thank you very much for your time.